Hello. I'm going to be taking a look at 8K on Dying Like the Beast. I've got a feeling, without speaking too soon, this might actually be like somewhat. It's not going to be great, but we had okay FPS at 4K, so who knows? If not, we do have DLSS 4 as well, so we can always switch some of that on. I'll just try and play through a bit of the game more, really. I'm at 8K here. You can see 7680 by 4320. DLSS native, so we'll obviously check out 8K native at first and see what the FPS is like, and then we can change it up. I think we've pretty much got everything maxed out. I've got film grain off. Graphics on this only go up to high. That is the max. Got draw distance at 220. I think by default that's 140 or 150, so we've got it a little bit higher than that. Everything, all of these I think can only go to high. I'll sort the overlay out as well. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream. Try and make sure that... how small is the overlay going to be? It's going to be tiny. There we go. So I'll just continue. This save has been created using a previous version of the game. There has obviously been a couple of updates. Is that if you continue, it will be converted to the new current format. I don't really have any choice. I think you should wait and get the new Intel GPU.
The sheriff and Jacob came to me about having.
Wait, what do you mean? In what context? I'm not waiting. I think you should wait and get. What do you mean? Wait and get from what, though? To be honest, I haven't really had great experiences with any of the Intel GPUs. I have tested. Have I tested two of them? I tested the A770 and then the latest one, and I just never really had that good a time with them, to be honest. Do you let me know on the game audio as well how loud or quiet that is? Try and get us outside.
There he is. How's it hanging?
So 8K here, looking at about 30 FPS, which, although is low, you know, that's not bad going. $33. I think we're going to average probably about around that 30 though. Maybe between 30 and 35. Frame time looks quite choppy and there's quite big stutters there. So the low there, 0.1 sitting low of 8. Slightly seems like it's going to stutter a bit, but overall not terrible. You know, this could be like 10 FPS or something. Obviously, in everything else, it's absolutely pushing the GPU to its limit because I'm at about 580 watts there almost. 570, 560, 27 gigs of VRAM. Obviously, you can handle that because we've got 32, but... Where's my weapon? Not that weapon. Dipping down in the combat there into the 20s a bit. But yeah, overall, like I say, I was kind of expecting it to be low, but it's not. It's fairly impressive considering, you know, previously this would be like 10 FPS. For a brand new game, 8K native, and we're hitting an average of 29 there, so we'll take that. It's not crashed. 23 gigs of VRAM rest, 40, yeah, it wouldn't do great on the 4090. 8K really, VRAM wise. I have played quite a bit of 8K on the 4090 when I had that. And it was fully maxing VRAM like every time, and it was causing lots of crashing and stuff. So it definitely helps with the 32. I've even seen it hit 32 at 8K before. We've absolutely fully maxed it. We'll definitely get some DLSS and stuff on. Let me know, is the game too loud, too quiet? It's quite loud for me in the combat and then quite quiet outside of that. It's pretty good graphics-wise, though. This is obviously without ray tracing, though. With that on, this would be absolutely not possible. That really would be like 10 FPS, maybe even less. My poll today. With the 9060 XT. When does a new Intel GPU come out, though? What GPU are you referring to? Because if it's next year, I'll probably would rather get like a 5080 Super and stuff. Like, which model are you referring to? Frame gen. We can have a look. I can get latency on as well, because it's likely the latency will be really bad and it'll probably be quite unplayable. Even here, I'm getting about 130, 140. Seen VRAM creep up a little bit there, 27.6. Good, it hasn't crashed at all, though. Yo, Jan, yo. I'll tell you what, I did, I pre-ordered Call of Duty just so I could play the beta this week. But I just saw some video from it at COD Next, and that does not look good. But I'll probably just play the beta and then refund the game, but might as well at least try it out. So if we get... What? Wait, do we not have Nvidia frame generation? Do we not have Nvidia frame generation? Am I being an idiot? Oh, no! Oh, I tell you what I've done. Oh, I'm going to have to restart my PC. Oh, I'm an absolute idiot. Give me 1 minute. I need to... when I was playing Silent Hill F the other day on stream, we switched off hardware acceleration, didn't we? That's what did it. I'm going to have to switch that back on. I forgot to switch it back on. Give me 1 minute. I've switched it back on now. I'll just restart the PC. My bad. I knew I'd forget that. But that does obviously mean then I can't use frame generation because you need that switched on. New Intel GPU is coming out. When, though? Budget GPU will be decent. Yeah, that's why I was looking at getting the 9060 XT. The only issue with Intel, like I said, is like I have to work from this PC, and so I need it to be like reasonably stable. when I had those Intel GPUs, I had so many problems with my PC, and I have to do my job from my PC, and I honestly, I hated having it in my PC. It would just like black screen just from doing like nothing. I'd be like just trying to work in the day and it'd black screen. So I just got really annoyed. I got really annoyed with it, and like I just couldn't have it in my PC pretty much. Right, I'm just going to reboot here so we can at least get frame generation working. Yeah, we can have a look at ultra performance. Yeah, I'm just rebooting quick so we can use frame generation. I wonder if actually there's a new Nvidia driver, and I wonder if that fixed the Silent Hill F crashing. I tried to play it again at the weekend at just normal, and I all of a sudden I started getting the crashing again. So that game for me is just unplayable basically, which is a real shame. Just an idea, yeah, but I don't know which Intel model you're talking about. I can't find anything. I don't know like what model you're talking about. What's going on here? My capture card's not working. Okay, there we go. It's working now. Apologies about that. We'll get it working. There's probably no audio. Intel B770. Alright, what was the one that I tested before? B580, was it? Was that the last model? When does the B770 come out? Q4. So is that gonna? I guess that's the top tier one, like the A770, I guess, considering that model number. I'll have to see. I want to try and get one of these ROG Ally X's because I actually don't have any handhelds. I did have a Steam Deck, but I really couldn't get on. I really didn't like the Steam Deck. It was really uncomfortable. So I did want to try out that new. Right, let's go. Do you think you should wait for 60 series or 5090? You have a 4080. I'd maybe wait till next year because we're going to get super variants. I'd maybe wait for something like that. 5080 Super might be more worth it. I somehow spawned in a different area. Does that make sense? So yeah, haven't seen. I think the lowest you've seen there is about 26. Not seen it go too much lower than that. Mostly holds somewhere there, doesn't it? Average just under 30. Latency is about 130. Yeah, still about 130, 140. Totally skipped the... Yeah, mostly. But I assume, though, if you're playing at 4K, though, 5080 Super might be more worth it, especially if there's more VRAM. Which seems like possibly likely, and I guess obviously depending on price, too. Like, that would obviously at least be more worth it than the base level 50, but yeah, aside from that, just wait until 60. This is native right now, yeah. So I was gonna try and get frame generation on, wasn't I? Hopefully we have the option. What? Am I being an idiot then? Is there actually no Nvidia frame generation in this game? I swear there is. No, there is. There definitely is. Why can't I see it? How do I get to the menu? Why can't I see Nvidia frame generation? Another troubleshooting sesh. There is. Yeah, why do I only see FSR though? I can override it. I wonder if I override it from the Nvidia app. Use the Nvidia app. Yeah. But you still need to switch on frame generation in game though, and I don't even have the option. You can see it right now. You can't. I only have FSR. I've forced it to 4 times in the Nvidia app. Definitely had it before. When I tried this at when I played this before, when it first came out, the 5090, I definitely had frame generation. 100%. Because we got like 700 FPS at one point, didn't we?
The sheriff and Jacob came to me about another problem Town Hall's having. The hydroelectric plant that powered the valley shut down.
Black screen. Okay, that looks like it's definitely worked. No, yeah, but I'm on FSR2 here, aren't I? No, I'm not. What? What the hell is going on? This is with 4 times then. Is it? How is my latency so good? How is that? How's that possible? It's halved my latency. I've gone from 25 to 30 to about 40 or so, and it's halved my latency. So it actually feels much better. I'm not convinced by that. A bit weird I can't change it in game. Maybe I have to DD drivers and stuff, but maybe I have to do that. I'm not sure if I can be bothered to do that again right now. After having to deal with Silent Hill F. Latency of 80s to 90 is not good. No, it's not good, but before, with frame generation off, I get 150 milliseconds of latency. So it's better. Still not where I'd like it, but with frame generation off, I get 150. So I'd rather have 80 or 90 than 150. Oh, it gives us about 50 there. You're in game right now and you can see it. Yeah, I might have to maybe DDU again. I've got the latest drivers today. Are you on the latest ones? I'll have to DDU, but maybe I'll do it off. I'll do it off stream. Because you get like 15 FPS. Yeah, but then exactly why your latency though should then even, in theory, be even more. Because normally, if you had, say, 30 FPS and you put frame generation on, you guarantee you have more latency. We've got about 25, 30 FPS with 150. Normally, the latency at 8 with frame generation in that scenario would be unplayable. This is like a million times better. When I did it in Borderlands 4, it was you couldn't even move, you couldn't shoot with frame generation on with that kind of FPS. But on this, it actually makes it better. Do actually have a mission here. So that seemingly hasn't actually increased VRAM. I'm not too confident really in the accuracy of this because I can't really physically switch it on in game. So I'd rather probably, although I am forcing it from Nvidia app and it has increased the FPS, it's still a bit dodgy. I would expect VRAM to be a bit higher, but it's lower. Thing is, it's cubed problem if you have 15 base FPS and frame gen latency drops because the latency is 0 to 60. Yeah, but it doesn't always work like that, though. Like, I can tell you from first-hand testing. For example, in Borderlands 4, we had about 20, 25, and I switched frame generation on and it doubled my latency. It went from being playable to completely unplayable. We have the same base FPS here, and it's not worked in the same way. VRAM was 27 before the FSL frame generation. No, that was native. We had no frame generation on. How do you get the extension on the left side? It's MSI Afterburner. Getting quite a lot of popping in the game. $4K max. With what, frame generation or without? At native 4K max, I think it's about 90.
I'm headed to the power plant.
80 to 90 in the city bit.
You're trying to get yourself in their good graces.
Something like that.
Definitely depends on implementation. Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping they'll scratch
at least from my testing, in most scenarios, if you're below 30 FPS and you put frame generation on, it normally feels worse. Most of the time. Not many games feel better. More games feel worse than they do better in that scenario. Especially at 8K, you would not expect it to feel better with such low FPS. Is it me or is this... Have you got to just climb in the building? Kind of copied almost exactly off.
Guess that foreman is still alive after all.
Oh, you're having a laugh. What the hell? Well, this is easy. Can I get up on the roof? What 4090 is this? Foundry? Founders Edition, you mean?
Maybe
It is a
not.
Founders Edition, yeah. Why is 5090 not passing 4090? It does do. Overall average, it does do. It's just, it's not much. Difference is not much. Is there a way around here? Oh god. Yeah, the 5090 is ever so slightly better than 40. It's just not a massive difference. So yeah, you probably will notice it's hard to tell. Depends on the game's settings. Obviously, in this scenario, 8K, it helps to have a 5090 because of the VRAM. Would be over VRAM. Even here, we're pretty much at the max on a 4090, but this is with frame generation, multi-frame generation, which the 4090 doesn't even have. Oh my god. I don't even know what I've done there. I've just fumbled it and somehow made it. That's still not good enough. Jump to that. Oh, this is sketchy. What? I didn't do anything. I didn't press anything. So what I'll do, I'll try and get us, maybe do this mission, get us to a save point. We'll check out some upscaling DLSS. And it should, I mean, in bits here, we are hitting 50. Which is actually fairly okay. In a game like this. I'm not very good at the... How do I just turn, like... Oh, here we go. Got to jump to that? That or that? Can I jump that? Look at that. I've got to remember not to double tap space because when you do that, it jumps again. And that's what often gets me killed. I'm not even sure there's anything... This is not even the mission, is it? Something in that waypoint. Oh, that's just my waypoint. Oh. I think that's just the waypoint I put in there. Is there any way to actually get in? Surely there's something up here. And oh, actually, to be fair, I should go back to native and try out dropping that level, the length. What's it called? Length of detail, or whatever it's called. What's the setting called? Because we do have it on 220. I'll put it down to 140 or 150. Where is it? Oh, it's under advanced, isn't it? Draw distance, that's what it is. 220. We've actually got it a little bit higher. Might be maybe actually squeeze some FPS out of that. Even if you put it on here, you could get 60 easily. Why is the GPU temperature that high? Because I'm pushing this to the absolute max. We're maxed out power here. Look, I'm pulling 570 watts, 570, 580 watts, so it gets quite warm. I've also got a Founders Edition, which doesn't help either. So those two things together, temps on the Founders are normally not as good, and also it's pulling like the most power it can. So we are at 8K, so we're just pushing it to its limit pretty much. It's not too high. No. Not for this, no. Not for what we're doing to it here. It's pretty normal for this GPU. Normally, even at 4K, it could be at about 80, depending on how much power it's pulling. I think maybe I'm too... Am I too high up, maybe? What do I think of the game so far? It's okay. Well, what do you think? I haven't really played it that much. It's not... Dying Light is not really... I wouldn't say it's really my favourite type of game, to be honest. It's okay. I completed the second game. Ah, there we go. I played the first game a bit. I never completed it. I completed the second game. This is definitely more like the first game than the second game, isn't it? I do remember the second game felt like it went on for like way too long.
Same way you did. And now you're as trapped as I am. You stupid pig-headed idiot.
I'm trying to help you here, moron.
I'm the moron. Didn't I tell you not to come here?
Well, you couldn't fix it?
Fix it.
Probably more fun, I think, to play with other people, I think.
Down there.
Because it has got co-op.
Tear me apart.
That's probably quite
How
fun.
about I try? We can stay on the radio and you can guide me through.
Guide you through.
And like, probably, yeah, it'd definitely be more enjoyable, I think, if you play co-op. Especially at night times.
Just the kind of idiot that'll kick your ass if you don't adjust your goddamn attitude.
Not your sort of game you played for 5 minutes.
Go down there. Have that.
Yeah, if I didn't have the channel, I probably wouldn't play
That
it
can-do
or get it.
spirit. So where do I start? How do I get in?
Get on the roof.
I was mainly keen to have a look at the ray tracing, and it turns out that it's been taken out the game, so
My name's Crane, by the way.
I'm kind of hanging on to get the ray tracing in so I can have a look at that. I'd be really keen to have a look at that. How long that's going to take, don't know.
Okay, Largo, how do I get in?
You see that other building? There's a busted window.
Oh, we already... I did this in reverse. I've already done that. Already did that bit. That makes it easy. There's no ladder full up to the top, so I think I just got to go back up this bit, haven't I? Oh. I've got 2 hours to refund this. I'm already over. I'm like way over 2 hours, I think. I think I played like... I must have played at least 5.
Let's see if I still got it.
At least we know exactly where to go. Battlefield, yeah. Did you see any of the new... Call of Duty at COD Next or anything? I'm going to check out the beta hopefully on the 2nd. Because you can pre-order the game and then just play the beta and then I'll probably refund it. But I'm definitely excited for Battlefield. 100%. I probably won't actually even buy COD at all, I don't think. It does not look... It does not look that fun. Am I being an idiot? Oh. Easy.
So what am I looking for?
The turbines, they're in the main building, but I doubt you can get them going.
Just point me
I'm
in
going to
the
play
right
Arc
direction.
Raiders, yeah. Yeah, I do want to play that. That comes out quite close to Battlefield 6, doesn't it? I did try and play the... Was it the beta? I tried to play the beta, but I never like got access or whatever. What the hell? What have I got to do here? Does they get to the turbines room? Can you just smash this? Oh. What an idiot. Battlefield 6. No, I mean, I've been a massive Battlefield fan for a long time. I've always kind of played a combination of COD and Battlefield, but to be honest, in recent years, I haven't played COD as much. It's just been that there's not really been a great Battlefield game in a while, has there? I did play a lot of... back in the day, Battlefield 3 and 4. Played loads of that. Can I just bail on this? Oh god. New drivers? Yeah, I've got them. You recently got a 5080. Yeah, I mean the Super I don't think's that far away, is it? Especially if it has a bit more VRAM. That's going to be a bit of a kicker. Oh.
Largo, do you want to explain to me why you have power in your control room, but there's no
Coming out
power
next year.
down here?
Yeah, it'll probably be... I would expect to maybe around the kind of February, March time at least know about it, because that'll be a year since the previous 5080, 5090 release. Or I think the 5090, was it come out in February? Was it February? I think.
Shit, fine. But it isn't gonna power everything. Reserve lights
What the
only
hell?
good for emergency lights.
Got it.
I don't like this. Run. Where is it? Oh. Just send it.
Shit. Can't reach the turbines. They're all underwater.
Didn't I just
Oh my god, he stood right on me.
moment ago?
I'm gonna look for a way to drain the water.
You enjoyed Battlefield 5? Yeah, I actually didn't mind Battlefield 5. It wasn't my favourite. To be honest, I didn't really... That's going to explode. Oh my god. That's unfair, that. How do I heal? That's well unfair that happened. Can I not heal whilst... How do I switch? Heal. Can you not do it underwater? Like, I couldn't get away, could I? That's a bit unfair. Yeah, I kind of... Even 2042, it was obviously nowhere near the best Battlefield game, but I played like a fair bit of it, and I didn't mind it. After all the bugs and stuff got fixed, I didn't really mind playing it that much. Like, it scratched the Battlefield itch enough for a while, you know? But definitely the better game than that, but I didn't mind it. But yeah, I'd say Battlefield 6 is definitely the better one for a long while. Oh god. Oh no, I did not think about this. Oh god. Whoops. Wait, where's air? There's air here. There's got to be air somewhere else. Just maybe an idiot not paying attention. There's got to be air. Is that air?
Right, there's
Oh,
the
it is.
problem.
Sweet.
I need to close off that pipe somehow.
Damn, I was so close. I was so close to air. That was stupid. Like I say, when I get to the next save, we'll get frame generation back off, and we'll check out just upscaling instead, and even mess around with that draw distance, and we should get pretty good frames. Although the frames here, you know, we're hitting an average of 60 here, which I don't really fit. It's nice to have really high frames in any game, but in this game, really, I don't think you need crazy high frames.
That did it.
Now what have I got to do? Look at these two. What's happening there? That reminds me actually, is Arc Raiders, is that a free-to-play game? I don't think it is it? Which is fine. It is Unreal Engine 5 though, isn't it? I'm expecting it to be similar to... I always forget the name of the game. There was a similar like Battle Royale Unreal Engine 5 demo game that came out. I played the demo of it. This ain't good.
Largo. Cut off the water
Oh
coming
my
in.
god.
But
Oh, I'm dead.
to drain the flooded area. There must be a pump down here, right?
How on earth did I survive
On
that?
the ground level, I think. Doubt it's working though.
Love that optimistic attitude.
Realistic. But hey, if you want to get yourself killed, who am I to stand in your way?
Where are these big boys? See, when you do that, it kills all the other zombies. It's a pretty good strategy. Wait, where is that then? Eh? Is it in there? It's 40 quid, okay. It looked good though, graphics look really good. What's going on here? Here we go. Victor, yo.
Pump's offline.
Do I own a 5070 Ti? Yeah.
Running on backup, remember?
Yeah, I play on it for a fair amount. I think we did
Functions.
Can we use that line to power up the pump or not?
Borderlands 4 was probably the last game I played on it.
Well, since you've been wrong about everything so far, I'm gonna look for a backup circuit.
That's your funeral.
I just could do that to everything, look. It's so satisfying. Oh, you having a laugh? Have I missed another door? Is that... Oh, I have missed it. Blocked. Oh my god. Scared the life out of me. Oh wait, where's this gotta go? I hear a zombie. Eh. How do I get rid of it? Where's that gotta go then? Move. Have I got it? Yeah. A little bit of a confusing building setup, really, isn't it?
What the hell? Backup power went on. You do that?
Yeah, I'm working something out.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
What now? You're having a laugh. Just wish it wasn't so CPU hungry. Oh, what Battlefield? Yeah, it's because of Frostbite though. It's like every one of their games is like that.
Finally. Now to check below.
What CPU do you currently have? Gaming 85, yo. How's it going? Dude, I'm just fully sending this. I mean, the speed on that is crazy. You ever seen anything like that?
Largo.
Let me out.
Turbines won't stay on.
Turbines need water to keep them running. And along with everything else, the feed pipe is broken.
Well, there must be a way to get water to them.
There's an auxiliary water intake.
He's a big boy.
That's probably what it's doing. Told you. Wasting of time.
You are just a ray of sunshine, you know that?
Blow up. Have I got anything I can throw at him? I could shoot him. What was it I've got to do? Search convoys. Oh my god.
Hey, Largo, I'm seeing a red pipe. Is that the other water intake?
Could be. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of colorblind.
Yeah, I'll use it as a bypass. There's a valve, but it doesn't have a handle.
Maybe it
I'm
broke
good,
up?
G. Yeah, I'm
Or
alright.
maybe you want me to come up there and break your head off.
Relax. I'm just messing with you. You need to find a valve wrench. Should be one lying around. Check the rooms nearby.
It's a long old mission, isn't it? Can I get, don't think... Oh, here we go. Cheap copy of Delta Force. I always thought Delta Force felt quite clunky, the movement. It feels a bit smoother in Battlefield. I don't know, I've always liked the Battlefield series, so I'm maybe a little biased. I wish they did a Bad Company game. A new one.
Got it.
What else do we need? Is this 8K native? No, this is with multi-frame generation times 4. 8K native was about 25. 25 to 30. Which is still, for a brand new game, 25 to 30 8K native is still pretty good with everything maxed out. It's a lot better than most games.
Okay, something's happening.
But bear in mind that is without ray tracing, so the native 8K with ray tracing is honestly, that's just not going to happen anytime soon, but considering we can barely even do that at 4K. That would be like 10 FPS.
Let's see if that worked.
There we go. I think that's done it. How do I get out of here, though?
What the hell? You did it. Well, you're not as stupid as you look.
Hell nah.
Meet me on the first floor. I got something for you.
What? What? What the hell? Got anything I can throw? I'm in a bit of trouble here. How do I get out of this? What the hell? Molotov time. I think that killed it. What's happening? I think that killed everything. I would do a Molotov, but I don't think I've got any. I think that literally killed everything. Almost killed me.
Got to hand it to you. Don't give up easy.
Well, you sure didn't make it easy.
I couldn't even see those exploding things in there.
For a reason.
There's so many zombies.
They wanted it to stay that way. Yeah, I work for the big man. Did I forget to mention that?
Heads where I can see them.
Oh, he's double-crossed me. Click the like. Yeah, do make sure to drop a like on this stream. Like I say, I think I'll try and switch back maybe to the 9070 XT and just try and go through some GPUs on the beta for Call of Duty, which I think is on Thursday. I don't think the game looks that great, Call of Duty, but I'll check it out anyway.
You're gonna see a really ugly side of me.
Normally runs a lot better on AMD GPUs. Oh, hang on. I haven't got my hand on the keyboard. Rip his head off. What happens if I blow these up? Hulk smash. Defeat him. I take the weapon.
I told you not to piss me off.
Where is it?
I gotta get that power back on.
How do I see my inventory? Look at my weapon situation. It's a bit bleak, isn't it? Here we go. Switch power back on. And then I think next week is Battlefield 6, isn't it? Is it next week?
Back up. The Baron's the one who shut it down.
It's the 8th, isn't it? Is it the 8th?
Did you find my rangers?
That is next week, next Wednesday.
No, the Baron's men probably took him out.
Or is it? No, it's the 8th for... I'm thinking of that Kingmakers game. I think it's the 8th, so it means Battlefield 6 is the 10th, is it?
You should just get out.
Which would be the Friday?
Not until I finish what I started.
We do not want a war with the
I'll be checking it out either way.
That war is already
No matter the day.
whether you want it or not.
Whoa. Anyone got any ammo? What's happening here? I don't really want to waste ammo on that, but... Oh my god.
You're mine now.
Oh my god, what's happening? Pick it up. Oh, I've got no weapons. There we go.
No running now.
Look at this weapon. Oh my god. So we see somewhat 60 FPS average in indoor areas, and then outdoors it can dip to the 40s. You see in there 48. Wait, what happened to my gun? Oh, I've got no ammo.
Find some cover.
Scared the life out of me. Say it then. Clear the power plant. Give me your ammo. He's already given it. Also, we got Champions League tonight, haven't we? Anyone watching Champions League? I need to catch Tottenham. I think that game... Is it 8? I think it kicks off at 8. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, there's more people? Where am I? I've had an absolute shocker. Am I the back of the building? Wait, what? Why is the ladder not down anymore? That ladder should be down. That ladder definitely was down. Oh no. Am I not going to be able to do it? That is an absolute rookie error there. Football is boring? How dare you? Return to mission? I literally can't. How am I supposed to return to mission when it's in the building and the lad? I'll watch Tottenham. Oh, dude. Purely because I support them. As a kid, you liked Arsenal. Don't say that word. How did we do this bit at the first? Oh yeah, Jose Mourinho. Yeah, he's at Benfica, isn't he? Yeah, that makes sense. How did I do this? I forget. Oh my god, dude. Biggest noob ever. I just want to get a save so I can... Do we think the game must have saved, right? You know what? I'm just going to quit. I just want to get frame generation off so we can have a look at DLSS upscaling. Oh, it's going to take me another hour to get out of this mission. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to switch the override off in the Nvidia app. Because I'm curious. I think probably need like DLSS balanced, I guess. Maybe even more. So if I switch that off there, that'll take us, well, it should take us down to about 25-30 again. Then we can check out upscaling. What time does those games kick off though? It's at 8, isn't it? Oh, Real Madrid are already 2-0. It is 8. Got an hour. Memory's a tad warm. It's because two things. I'm at 8K drawing 580 watts. And also I've got a Founders Edition. Those things don't go well together.
I got the power.
Very hard to keep it cool when you're pulling 580 watts on a Founders. Pretty normal. 80, 85.
What the hell is he up to?
Can get up to 90 on the memory junction. It's pretty normal when we're doing it like that. So, I'm somehow... it's definitely bricked, isn't it, in some way? Oh... I had DLSS quality on. That's why. I never had multi-frame generation on. That explains the latency too. We had upscaling on this whole time. That is an absolute rookie. Is the GPU throttling? No. No, you can see core clock here. It's not throttling. Let's try it with FSR. I'm going to have to... I can't try DLSS frame generation, unfortunately. I'm going to have to DD all my drivers. I think for that to work for whatever reason. I'm not getting it. See, that's giving me 60. But it doesn't feel great.
Prepare to bleed.
Why are they fighting each other? Founders is a nice looking card. Yeah, it's a nice looking card, but it's just your temps compared to like a custom model. But it's obviously it's a lot smaller, so you would expect temps to not be as good. On like a bigger GPU, you can have better cooler. FSR frame generation here, it's given me like 50, but we are getting dips into 40 still, and it doesn't feel as good. What I might try and do at the end of the stream, I might just try and DDU my drivers really quick, and just see if we can quickly check multi-frame generation. Just because I'm a little bit annoyed now that we can't actually even see it. I thought that would work from the override, but you obviously need to switch it on. You still need to be able to switch it on. It's weird, I don't even have the option at all, which is odd. I only get FSR. I'll put it to DLSS quality, and that actually does give us about the 50 to 60. I think you'd be looking at DLSS balanced, realistically, because I'm getting like 50 here. It's not going to give you 60 FPS. Note to self though, don't fall off the building. I'm out of stamina. Oh god. I've got that gun in there. I still have that gun. They're getting attacked. They're getting attacked. Okay, it's still very good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's still rendering, you know, DLSS quality is still rendering at 5K. It's rendering at 5K and upscaling to 8K, so it's still relatively high resolution.
You're gonna need to send some people here if you want to keep it that way.
Get yourself back here. We need to talk.
A little bit worried that there's zombies outside. So you notice I had about 60 indoors, and then I get sort of dips into the 40s a bit when I go outdoors. Shall I just jump off here? How do I get to a safe area though? That tower actually, to be fair. How do I place a waypoint?
Olivia, the power plant is back online.
How far is that?
You are a man of many talents, Mr. Crane.
The Baron was the one who shut it down. I'm thinking he wants the valley under his thumb. Without any electricity, they'd be at his mercy.
Sounds like something he'd do.
Now I just have to convince
I'll skip to the day just because it'd be good to see the performance
Because once you do, there's no end to it.
in the daytime, because I think you get slightly higher FPS at night. Although in the water here, look at this. FPS down to about 40.
Kyle, this is Pietro.
Pietro who?
Pietro the handyman at the town hall. You don't know me, but I know you. I've seen you around. I hear you got the power plant back online. Yet the substations still need to be reset. Otherwise, the juice won't get funneled to the devices in the area that help us to hide and survive.
No.
Yeah, okay, I can lend you guys a hand.
Thanks, Kyle.
No.
Station halfway between is the most important.
Oh, this might be game over.
Right,
How far am I?
Call you once I'm there.
How far am I? I'm dead. Can they go in the water? Can they go in water? Are they going water? Oh my god, how close am I? GP temp's getting dangerous. No, it's fine. It's because I'm at 8K. I've been using 580 watts here. It's actually pretty normal for 8K. Oh, I'm still so far. I'm dead. I'm dead. I don't think there's a way I can do this. Damn it. That's crazy how, like, ridiculous that gets. Where, like, there's actually no way out of that. Once you get attacked like that, there's absolutely no way out of that. You know that I'm scared. I mean, it's not really that. I wouldn't say this game's really that scary, to be honest. What was scary about that? It just was like a million things on me. Oh, damn it. The games that are scary are like Until Dawn and what are those other games where you're like third person walking around? The Quarry. I find those games scary. This is more just like gory, horror-y, if you know what I mean, rather than like tense, scary, if you see what I mean. Gonna have a look. Drop it down to balance, a DLSS balance there. I think this probably still won't give us 60. I want to skip to the daytime just because the performance, it does drop performance more, and that's what we were seeing. We can have a look at that now as well. How do I, is there an easy way to get back up? Oh, I completely chalked it. Turn on DLSS. DLSS is on. Like to see 4K. I've already done 4K. It's in another stream. Just have a look on the channel. I did 4K, 1440p, 1080p already. What the hell is this thing? Is this with multi-frame generation? No. No, this is with DLSS balanced at the moment. So we'll get about... Still dip down though. About 50, even 45 there. For some reason, I'm going to DD my drivers quick at the end, just because multi-frame generation, I don't have the option for it for some reason. You'd like to see 4K upscale to 8K. I mean, that's what I'm at now. I am. 8K native game like 44. No, it was about 25, 30. Depends where you are. Somewhere between 25 and 35, depending on where you are. So realistically, I think to get above 60, you're pretty much, I think, looking at probably performance. Still very good quality, though, obviously, because of DLSS 4. Hovering more about 54 average. Turn on 2 times. Frame generation doesn't work. I have to DDE my drivers. I can't switch it on. Thought DLSS performance would be 4K. I don't think so. I think balance would be closer to 4K because quality is 5K. So balanced would be closer to 4K than performance would be. It's never exact, but I would think balance would be closer than performance would be to 4K. I could be wrong, but I would guess it would be. They're getting the gun, dude. How do I get him, cut him down? No! No! Oh, he's dead. I've had a shocker there. I've had an absolute shocker. Yeah, I can drop down to performance here. I would think just because, yeah, quality at 8K would be 5K. And I'm pretty sure balance would be exactly 4K at an 8K upscale, wouldn't it? It would be 340 by 2160, I think. Performance would then be under that, which I'm getting an average of 60 here, 61. It still dips into the 50s. But it's definitely going to hold an average of somewhere around 60, I think, by the looks of that. Performance is 4K. Oh, okay, there you go then. I could have sworn quality was about 5. Not many games. It's a bit annoying. I wish in games, on the odd game, you get, it'll actually tell you. Do you know what I mean? Which is really handy. So it'll tell you like what this render is. You know, it'll tell you what resolution you're actually at. I wish more games had that, so you could see the exact like render resolution. I think Last of Us definitely had that. It's not drastically different, I'd say, though. Obviously, between balanced and performance, it's not an insane difference in FPS. Still get dips into 50s. Still looks okay though. Obviously, if we are still running at 4K, it should hopefully still look pretty good. Which I think it does. Shall we quickly, I'm going to quickly DD my drivers. If you give me a couple of minutes, it shouldn't take too long. Because I really want to see if, why multi-frame generation isn't working for me. It was definitely working the other day. Anyone else experienced any issues with multi-frame generation? I definitely had it the other day when I was testing 4K and 1440p and stuff. And then for some reason, it's just not even giving me the option for it at all. Not really entirely sure why. I'm on the latest drivers as well. Which is it's just really odd, isn't it? Too scared to play it. Yeah. I found actually thinking about it, Silent Hill, at least Silent Hill F I didn't really find scary from what I played so far, but the Silent Hill remake, when I played that, Silent Hill 2, I thought that was quite scary. Those games creep me out actually way more, like Resident Evil and stuff creeps me out way more. I feel like there's much more tension. In this game, like, I know there's going to be zombies, you know what I mean? There's not that much, like, tension build-up of it. It's like, I know when I run around there's going to be a ton of zombies. Right, I'm just installing the new drivers, installing the drivers back again. Balance is 512x2, 2880 performance. There you go, yeah. So, I mean, 5760, that's not quite 6K though, is it? I know it gets a bit weird, doesn't it? Like 5120x2880, I mean, what the hell is that? Depends on the game though, I think, because sometimes in games, even when I use like DLSS, even at 4K, when I use DLSS performance, the render, I swear, sometimes is different. If you check it in upscaler, it's like slightly different. I could be maybe just losing my marbles. Yeah, the thing is, there wasn't, in terms of performance, so between, what's that, quality and, no, sorry, balanced and performance, so the difference between 5 and 4K, there's not really that much difference, performance-wise. It's relatively similar, which I guess makes sense, because there's not really that much difference between those two. Oh, that is actually 5K. Can't say I've ever even seen that resolution, you know what I mean? I don't have a 5K monitor, so I guess I don't really see stuff like that. But I mean, 6K looks weird as 5760 by 3240, do you know what I mean? Guess it's the same as 4K though. If you'd never come across that, you'd also think it doesn't look like it, doesn't it? $3840. Gaviol. It doesn't look, it's not too bad. I'm just trying to I'm just reinstalling my drivers because for some reason multi-frame generation has completely disappeared for me. But it could be because I switched off GPU like hardware acceleration to try and stop the crashing I was getting in Silent Hill F. And then I switched it back on and it maybe caused some sort of issue. Probably. So I'm just quickly yeah. And whilst that's doing that, I'll check I've actually got that hardware acceleration on, because obviously you can't use frame generation without it. It was my mistake. I completely forgot that I switched it off. I wonder if this new driver as well has any fixes for Silent Hill F. I wonder if that's still going to crash loads. Because if not, honestly, I might have to. Kind of half tempted to refund that game, even though I'm past the 2 hours. But it's I can't play it. The bit that I've got to in the game, if I play it for more than like 5 minutes, it just crashes. I can't get past it. So that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Right, there we go. So, that's dumb. If I... What game are we playing? Silent... No, Dying Light. It's disappeared from my games list. Oh no, it hasn't. I'm gonna just make sure that it's unable to retrieve settings. That's not great, is it? Just give me 2 more minutes whilst I sort some of my settings out. I'll have to quickly fix my stream as well, just because the audio will be out of sync. Yeah, that is Battlefield 6 drive, isn't it? It's quite early. I wonder how differently it will play to the beta. Because I thought the FPS was pretty decent, wasn't it? In comparison to a lot of games we've had recently. So if it's even better than that, like I wonder if the maps that they chose on the beta were like the best performing ones, you know? Okay, I'm just booting the game. I'm going to quickly just recapture my capture card. Because the audio is going to be like way out. I still don't know why it does that, but if I restart my gaming PC with my stream PC on, it makes the audio go delayed. I don't really know why. Open a box on CS2 and got a pair of in-game gloves worth 100 quid. Oh, right. How does all that stuff work on Counter-Strike? I see people doing that all the time. You just sell it on like the store and someone else just buys it. And then you can just... Does that not go into just Steam money or something? How does that work? Have we got the frame generation option now? I honestly don't know what to do if it's not there. So we're still at 8K. If I go back to native here. Yeah, I've got it now. It must... I think it's probably... It must be where I switched GPU acceleration off. I think that just messed with it. Trying to get Silent Hill F working. So I guess for future reference, if you do switch that off, you might have to DDU drivers for it to re-recognize that frame generation will work. It goes into your Steam wallet. Okay, so you have to spend it
back online.
On like another game type thing.
Shut it down. But why? What the hell is he up to?
Like you can't withdraw it. It's not like a casino type thing. You couldn't make a living from selling Counter-Strike stuff. It's not possible to do that. So 8K here, we're DLSS native again. Should have everything maxed out. We'll just check it out with multi-frame generation. And I'm expecting the latency, because before I'm pretty sure it wasn't on, and that would also explain why the latency somehow felt better. It's because I think I actually had DLSS quality on. Stupid me. I'll tell you what I will do first, actually, before we do that, is just drop this down to 140. Because I did want to see that as well, before I wiped everything. So we'll try and go to a rooftop or something. I'll skip this because that's a mission. How do we get out of here? How do I get out of here? This way. Oh, you can sell them for cash. Interesting. So, yeah, very choppy. 29. 30. Same as what we had before, basically. Just curious to see how much that draw distance setting will change things. I'll take it down. I think the default is 140. I'm going to put on that. It's either 140 or 150. And that doesn't really actually change much, does it? Maybe 1 or 2 FPS. It's not gonna completely change the game. At 4K it was like, I remember it was quite a bit actually at 4K. Was it like 20 FPS or something? What about if we take it to the absolute lowest? This is native, yeah, native 8K right now. Take it down to 100. I'm not expecting that'll actually make too much difference, but maybe give you another 1 FPS. Not an insane difference. But if I put that back to 220, which is what I've played on for quite I don't mind that setting, a bit of both, best of both. Best of both worlds. I might actually have a look at 300. What's that look like? How bad does that get? See, that only maybe drops it by also 1 or 2 FPS as well. 1 or 2 FPS either side, depending on which way you go. Maybe a bit more like 24 FPS there. Definitely not the worst I've ever seen at 8K though. You know, some games would be about 10 FPS. So 30 on a new game is not terrible. I wonder how long it'll be before we ever do 60 in like a brand new game. Because I can do 60 FPS in 8K, but in older games, like we can pretty much do 60 in Red Dead Redemption 2 now, which is pretty nuts. But in a brand new game, it's majority of the time it's not doing 60. Gonna take it back to 220 and then check multi-frame generation. So if I'll put that back to 220. God, my mouse is like it's lagging. Yeah, Borderlands 4 was, I forget what there was at native. I think it was on the 20, wasn't it? What's our latency like this? If I can... Oh, the Nvidia overlay is not enabled. Is it not enabled? Yeah, there it is. So that ship in the top right, is it going to work though? We switch it off and on again. Why is that not working? It's kind of bricked my It might be because I have MSI on. It would be good to see the latency. Let me quickly restart just because the overlay wasn't actually even enabled. Let me see if that fixes it. Because that would really help to see. It's just NA for everything for me. Have they fixed reflex yet? What do you mean? I didn't know there was an issue with reflex. What is the issue with it? I'm gonna close the Nvidia app and try again. It just says NA for me. It's not ideal. Try again. Game starts pretty bad. Oh right, I haven't really experienced that.
I got the power plant back online. The Baron.
I've had a little bit of stuttering, but obviously I'm at 80k, so
Why? What the hell is
not really anything that bad though. Not anything like out of the ordinary. Right, is it gonna work? It is there. It does look like it's working, but for some reason it's not showing. PC latency, there we go. Okay, I think it might work. So let me just quickly sort MSI back. Should give us, I think it was giving us about 140 milliseconds, wasn't it, before when I saw it. Looks to be about the same there, still about, well, 130 here. 130, 140. And it's going to give us an average of about 30 FPS. Hope Battlefield 6 performance stays as good. Yeah, hopefully with a bit of luck, it might even be a bit better, you know? So yeah, still giving us that there. Now what's it gonna be like if I go? Still gonna keep DLSS native, so that's DLAA, but I'm gonna switch DLSS frame generation on. So we've got ×4 here, multi-frame generation. What's this gonna be like? If it actually even works. Oh god, what have I done? Oh. There we go. So I'm getting about 90 FPS there. So that's taken me, that's tripled the FPS almost. But it has increased the latency, which is what you would expect with a base FPS of about 30. So it's taken my latency from 130, 140 to we're getting about 160 here. Like, this is definitely noticeable. It's, I mean, in a game like this, it probably doesn't really affect you too much, but because it's only single player, but you can definitely notice it. There's definitely a weird lag to the input, basically. Stuff I'm doing is, if you play games a lot, you'll 100% notice it. And also, kind of, the movement's weird in that there's bits where it, like, stops, look. Really weird. when I'm kind of moving the mouse, there's bits where it's almost guiding or stopping me moving. But pretty nuts in terms of that. It does take my FPS up to about, look, an average of 95. It does increase my VRAM though, up to about 29, almost 30 gig. Which is a lot, obviously. Still got a couple more there. Room, but... pretty nuts if you see that kind of VRAM usage. Yeah, it just doesn't turn quick. That's what's weird, is like, when I turn, it's really laggy. Really laggy. Like, look, it's just not smooth at all. Oh god, it's actually pretty bad. Actually not great. Server playtest was... yeah, I wonder if... I wonder how different campaign will be on Battlefield 2. How different performance might be. Stream is cooked. It's because you basically you can't capture generated frames, so you'll still only see my base FPS. But there's nothing I can do about that. I can only capture the actual real frames essentially. You'll never be able to see my frame generated ones. Drop it down to 2 times here, so although you'll see it'll say I'm at 90 FPS, you're only seeing 30. You're like seeing the base. Latency pretty much looks the same, 160. This does straight away feel much better though. It doesn't have this weird lag to it when I move, especially when I move. That's like, oh no, it does still stutter there. Yeah, it has some... it's like mouse input or something. When I move, it doesn't move in the normal... it's hard to explain. You know, say for example I'm here, right? And I can roughly gauge how much I need to move the mouse to get to here. Sometimes I've noticed it'll like stop you here, you know? It's weird. And that was a big jump. Oh my god. Oh god. Why is there a ledge there? It's tempting you to make the jump. It says 50, but it looks like 30. Yeah, because you're only seeing the base FPS. You won't see the frame-generated frames. So, for example, you're seeing with frame generation off, because you can't capture frame-generated frames. Does that make sense? No matter what I do, if I have frame generation on, you will still only see the base. So here, you'll be seeing 30. Even if I do ×4, you'll still see 30. Because that's what I've got. That's like my actual performance, you know, that's the actual FPS. Being like captured through my game capture. Stream is 60. Yeah, but my game is 30. Game is 30 FPS. I could be capturing at 60, but if you're sending 30 to 60, it's still not going to look like 60. It doesn't convert. It doesn't add 30 FPS in YouTube side, if that's what you're thinking. Like 30 FPS is not going to look like 60. It's still going to look choppy. Because you can output it like that, but I'm still only sending you 30. Like, you could select 60 FPS output on YouTube, but it's still probably not going to look like what it would look like if I actually had 60, if you see what I mean. Because I'm only sending 30 FPS to YouTube, if you get what I mean. Thought he was at performance. No. No. This is native 8K, just with frame generation. You'll see though, like if I switch all that off and go to DLSS performance, it'll look better. You'll actually start seeing it be at 60 or whatever we had. So like this here, if I switch all that off, it should look better now. Because I'm actually sending, I'm sending this amount, 60. You'll notice the frame time, obviously, because MSI can't really accurately measure frame-generated frames, so the frame time looks crazy. See ya. So MSI doesn't show the generated ones? No, it does. It does. It just doesn't. It breaks the frame time. That's why the frame time looks crazy. But it'll show you the FPS. Only thing that doesn't work is AMD fluid motion frames. That won't work in MSI. Everything else does though, so FSR frame generation does, and DLSS frame generation does, but fluid motion, FSR fluid motion, or whatever it's called, it's not called FSR fluid motion, is it? It's just called AMD fluid motion. That won't show in MSI. You have to use AMD's overlay for that to work. Or for it to show. It's so satisfying kicking zombies off of rooftops. Ellis, yo. Still looks pretty good, Dave, in the performance. Looks really good. Getting a bang on average of 60. Someone needs help. Can I get there, though? I'm not very good at getting there. What's wrong with them?
Please! Someone help me!
Easy. Are you going to attack me?
I'm going to die alone.
Oh, wait, what? I thought I should get in a preemptive strike. Turns out he wasn't attacking me. He sounded like he might, so I thought I'd get it in. Get it in early. Battlefield 7 beta in a couple of days, yeah. It doesn't look great. I saw some of the stuff at COD Next, but I'm going to check it out anyway, I think. I'll check it out because I pre-ordered, and I can just refund the pre-order. So I might as well check it out. I think it's Thursday, isn't it? Can I make that? Oh. I think the game looks good. It looks okay. It's nothing... I wouldn't say the game's anything crazy. What the hell? What the hell? We're in Minecraft. Nothing. What on earth is that? I wouldn't say the game looks anything crazy. Definitely keen to have a look at it with ray tracing when that gets released. going to be an absolute massive performance hit, but I'm still curious to see what it looks like. I've noticed actually here as well, the usage, GPU usage is down to about 92% there, 90%. Down quite a lot with DLSS. What the hell? Hardcore. Oh. How far can you go? What's the map look like? What's the edge of the map? Where am I? I'm guessing I'm somewhere here. Why does it not tell me where I am? I wonder if there's a crazy viewpoint. Well, this game's optimized and released into some ray tracing. Yeah. I think the 5090 though, if we had to guess, it will be about, at 4K, it'll, I think, do above 60 even with ray tracing on. Might be in and around there at native 4K. Which is definitely not terrible. Considering, you know, a lot of games are way under 60 doing settings like that. So it would still be above average, I think. Because we had about 80, 90. So honestly, at max, ray tracing could be like a 30 FPS hit or something. If it's like really tough. It would still be in and around 60. But that's on the 5090. It's going to obviously bring most other GPUs under their equivalent 60. So on like a 9070 XT at 1440p, it's possibly going to drop quite... It's going to drop more, obviously. So I don't think we can actually... We can't... I think... Is this the edge of the map, then? Is that as down as far as you can go? Oh, there is an icon for me. I didn't see that. War looks pretty good on there. Well, that looks pretty good there, I think. Graphics-wise. What's down there? This is sketch. Investigate. There's something in there. There's something hiding in there. Or is that a person? Who wants it? What the hell is that? What the hell? I can't, this weapon is so slow. Come back here. Oh my god. swing this thing around. What's in here then? Get a cutscene.
Map and key. Okay, guess I won't be needing Sherlock's help.
There's a side mission. Get me out of here. Oh, there might be a quite good viewpoint from up there. Oh, you idiot. Or maybe not. Can you not get up there? Not bad. Oh, that was brutal. Off you pop. You survived that. I wonder if there's like on Dying Light 2 there was this kind of a different map, wasn't there? Later in the game you went over to a different map. I wonder if that happens on this. They even making a new version of Nuketown, just reusing. Yeah, a lot of the maps on the new COD 2 look like the same. They look like maps from old COD. Honestly, I think COD this year is kind of absolutely just. They've just. I think it's going to be a bad year. Bad year for them. Especially with Battlefield 6 coming out, I think that's really going to. If there was nothing else coming out, they might do alright because people just still want to play. But the fact there's other games that are probably, at least in my opinion, I'd much rather play. I think COD's really going to struggle. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head off to try and catch the Champions League. Try and catch Tottenham. Absolutely smash Bodo Glimt. We'll be top of the Champions League table. Above Arsenal. But anyway, like I say, I'll do probably the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta on Thursday. I'll possibly be on tomorrow. I don't know. It depends what time I finish work. I'll maybe check something else out. I do want to play for a bit more Silent Hill F if it doesn't crash. I'll maybe test it tonight and see if it's still crashing for me. If it's not, I might maybe try a bit more of that, but... COD is cooked. It's always a bad year. Yeah, I normally do buy COD just for the campaign and stuff, but this year I actually just might not even buy it. Like, I don't want to spend any money on it. Which, that'll be a first in a while. I've bought COD like every year at least. I took a bit of a hiatus during the... Was it Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare? I didn't buy those games. And then I started buying them again when it was Modern Warfare 2019. And I think I've bought everyone since then. But honestly, I'll play the beta and then maybe just refund it. We'll see. Unless it's absolutely amazing and I have a blast of a time. Maybe I'll think about keeping it, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you are around on Thursday, it'd be good to, like I say, I'll definitely be checking the open beta for Black Ops 7. So check that on the 9070 XT maybe, because it always runs quite well on AMD GPUs. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you then.